So, right, Singapore airport is the best airport in the world. There's not even really like a close second. Look at this place. It's clean, there's so much stuff to do. It's got the Jewel, oh yeah, we'll show you. After an absolutely amazing week here in Singapore with the parents, today we are heading off to Bali. Are you ready for our 20th COVID test on this trip?
Are you okay?
Oh my god, my eyes are watering.
Don't cry. Clean me up. Sheesh. We just got the test results back. They're negative. We're going to Bali. Let's call the parents to see if they're also coming with.
They're just next door.
Negative.
Yay!
So we've been traveling around with my parents for the past 2 to 3 weeks now, and Singapore was their first real taste of Asia, but I think that Indonesia is going to feel almost entirely different for them, and I think in a really good way. All these COVID requirements and documents and PCR tests that you gotta get over and over kind of have a habit of sapping the fun right out of travel.
Have fun!
Bye.
But even with all of that, I think Bali's going to be absolutely amazing if we can get in. First, we got to pack up, you know, all of our stuff and try to make it fit under the weight limit.
Coconut pour over with a stuffed bra.
Yeah, we still have it. Whew, just made it under the weight limit there. Yeah, we brought a luggage scale with us everywhere we go. Either way, I think we're good. Off to the airport we go.
Yay!
Hey, what does your t-shirt say?
Found this shirt here in Singapore for $3 and I love it. Here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Hello. I'm amazed that there is even a bus that goes straight from downtown Singapore all the way to the airport, and only for about $2 to $3 per person. This is great. I love Singapore. They've literally thought of everything. The last time that we were here, it was super early and the waterfall was closed, but we've heard since then things are back open. I think today we're gonna find out why people recommend coming to the airport as a tourist destination to begin with. Just a cool 30 minutes later and we're at the airport. Amazing. How does it feel to be carrying a suitcase?
I hate every minute of this.
It's on! The waterfall is finally on! We get to see it! In person!
So the Jewel is just a spectacular, basically giant shopping mall right in Terminal 1 at the Singapore airport. It's the centerpiece of the whole thing, and it's an icon. Just, I mean, you can't ignore the waterfall.
This is so beautiful and magnificent, and it's not crazy loud, which is awesome. It's a very soothing waterfall. I could stay here for hours. Oh, I'm so excited to be here in the daytime with everything back to life. Definitely proof and more evidence for reasons to come back to places you've already visited. You start to notice small things that you didn't notice before, like there's waterfalls on the side of the walls here, and then there's a skywalk at the top of the waterfall.
So we have 6 hours here before our flight actually departs, and honestly, I'm not sure that's gonna be enough time. There's so much stuff to do here.
And in case you're wondering, all of this area is super accessible. They have elevators, they have ramps, they even have ways for us to push all of our luggage for free. There's even a sky rail. It's not going through right now, but what? Okay, we just learned that it does cost some money to do some of the things like the sky walk. It's 8 Singaporean dollars, which isn't too bad. It's $5 to go to the Canopy Park, And there's package deals, like $22 if you want to see all of the attractions. We're pretty happy with our view and the walks around here. You can get to level 5 from an escalator and walk around. You don't get a complete loop around, but close enough. And if you just want to see the flower garden that's in Canopy Park, well, take the escalator. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Behind those walls lay some kind of experience that we'll never know about. What do you guys think of it?
Oh my God. Best airport in the world.
It's a destination airport almost. I wouldn't mind having a layover here at all.
So we're here at the Changi Lounge, which is actually located landside before we checked in for our flight. We all have priority pass, which means we get access to these lounges, and there's no limit on the number of lounges that you can visit. This one's a little bit quieter. Feels like a library. Really good place to do work.
Cheers to a very active, very jam-packed, constantly moving past 7 days in Singapore to now a much more relaxed, much slower pace.
This is lit.
This part, the checking in part, is definitely the most nerve-wracking part of this whole experience, and I just feel like I need to get everything right and get all the paperwork right and do everything perfectly, because if I don't, it's big trouble. Luckily it hasn't happened yet, but I hope it all goes well. Look at all this stuff.
I always have to run to keep up.
Which do we need our vaccination card?
Well, I got a copy of that already.
And we're going to need our phones, you said, with that app?
Yes, and you'll need to open up your phones and get the Padula and Dungi app ready. All right, cool. Everybody ready?
Here we go.
PCR for all 4 of us, and vaccinations for all 4 of us. Hotel booking. What do we got next? Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Were we the most prepared people so far today? Yes! We're going to Bali, dude. They checked everything as expected. Everything went as expected. I'm very relieved, but you know, it's never over till you're in the villa. Oh, my dad got pulled over to some special, and that's usually not a good thing, immigration line, so maybe just couldn't take his picture right, but he looks pretty nervous. So what happened?
Did you forget to take them off?
The glasses cause problems.
Oh.
Okay, off to the lounge. Which one?
The SATS, S-A-T-S, not the S-A-T. We're not taking that.
No.
Premier Lounge.
Nice.
So a lot of the self-serve items here at the lounge are closed, but they have some salads and some fruits, and you can get your own beverages, and then you use a QR code to order your food. So I got the rice porridge with chicken. Parents got some baked fish, and Josh is MIA.
This one has a massage chair. Sat in a massage chair. I'm not just like in a different frame of mind. I'm in a different like plane of existence right now. Does it get everything, the whole thing?
Full body massage. Whoa. What is happening? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yep. This is amazing and terrifying at the same time.
That was perfect. What'd you think of that lounge?
Oh my gosh. That just changes the whole airport experience. Yeah.
I'm even clean now for the first time in maybe months. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Taking a shower in the airport in the lounge is the single most luxurious experience that a human being can have. Now, do I need a shower? Debatable. I mean, ask Lisa, she'd probably say yes. Am I gonna take one anyway? Yeah.
Experiencing Singapore one last time. We found our way to the Discovery Garden. It turns out each of the terminals here have these own amazing gardens. Apparently there's a butterfly garden, There's a cactus garden. We found the Discovery Garden. Well, it wouldn't be Singapore without a garden in the middle of an airport. What you guys getting?
One last 7-Eleven trip.
And of course there's a 7-Eleven in the airport. Of course. For those of you who have the extra time, there's also a swimming pool here. It's the world's only airport swimming pool. It does cost 20 Singapore dollars, but it looks pretty sweet. 40 more minutes till boarding, and so far so good. As we leave Singapore, I'm sad but also excited. I'm glad that we came back. It was the first country / place that we have come back on our trip after leaving. There was something special about being able to see it again and see new things, and also seeing it through the eyes of the parents who have never seen any of it before. Bali, Indonesia, here we come. Here we go.
This part is fancy.
Yes.
All the way to the back. Great flight. What a world of difference from the entirety of this trip. We booked basically the cheapest available option every single time we've taken a flight. This one, even though it was only the second cheapest option, big difference. Okay, now just a couple last steps before we're actually into the country. I think the biggest one is the visa on arrival. Payment for this one's a little bit weird. I think we're gonna end up having to use just a bunch of cash, some Thai baht, some US dollars, because apparently they're not taking credit cards anymore. Other than that, it's just checking more documents, probably the same stuff that they checked on check-in. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so now we're just hanging out in this huge room with just a bunch of lines everywhere.
Okay, it's going to be fine.
So I think we're all done with all those steps. Man, did that take a while. The lines are just super long, but we're through. We're literally the last ones through, but we're through. Well, now we just got to get a taxi, get to our hotel, debrief on this. Whoa, we made it to the hotel room. I think we're all feeling pretty overwhelmed. Okay, so let me just break down the process for you real quick that we just went through. So once you get off the plane, they're gonna health check you. If you're over 37.5 degrees Celsius, you're gonna get forced in to do a PCR test. Now, nobody that I saw get off the plane actually had to do that. After that, the first check is that you have the Peduli Lindungi app. God, how do you say it? How do you say it? Make sure that you have your EHAC all done, the health authorization form. You're gonna see this absolutely massive, almost infinitely long line of blue chairs all in a row, and you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, what do I do now? So each one of those rows of chairs going in a straight line is leading to a person who's gonna check 3 things from you. The first is your passport. The second is going to be your PCR test, the one that you got before you actually got there. And then the third thing is your vaccination records. Even if you put them into the app correctly and everything like that, you still have to bring it up. And honestly, the people that brought it up in paper form, even if it was just a QR code printed onto paper, their stuff went by twice as fast as the people who were showing them the thing on their phone. So then after that, you get into the slowest line of them all, the visa on arrival. And so when you get to the front, it's gonna have a little sheet of paper in it, and it's gonna have about 20 different currencies on it and how much the visa on arrival costs in each of those currencies, and they vary widely. We paid the equivalent of about $45 per visa because we used Thai baht. We had some of that left over, but it's $38 US. You can pay with a credit card, but they are gonna try to talk you out of it as much as they can. And to be honest, I have no idea why. So then after that, you go through immigration, which is super fast. They're just gonna ask you how long you're staying. They're gonna make you show that you have your exit flight. At least they did for me. The other people in my group didn't have to show that. Seems kind of hit or miss, but just make sure you have an exit flight. Once you're done with that, you go and pick up your baggage, you go through customs, which if you did the electronic customs thing, I'll put the links to all the stuff down below. It's gonna scan the QR code on their little scanner and they'll let you right through. It takes 1 second. Then you scan all your bags again, and then finally, after that, after all of that, you are out. Yeah! The weird thing that happened at the hotel that I didn't expect is they actually need to check your PCR test result that you took to get on the flight. I'm not sure where this came from. I didn't see anything else about it, but it is what it is. Oh, dude, these days like this, whenever we change countries, it's just so stressful. It's a lot. I don't look forward to these days at all. You know, I really want to make everything perfect. I want to make everything work. I want to make everything easy and straightforward and just take the stress out of it. Because traveling right now is stressful enough. I just want them to have a good trip. Long day, I don't know what the feeling is of the group right now. It feels like we're all just kind of feeling a little insular, a little afraid of Bali. This is gonna be a whole new world for them. They're certainly not in Kansas anymore. Alright, that is it for this video. I really hope this was helpful to explain the whole process. Yes, we're back in Bali. Yeah! Oh, and before you go, just real quick, if you could, please subscribe. That would mean a lot to us. Just takes a second, just go down there, just gently caress that little red button down in the bottom right. That'd be amazing. Thank you so much. See you later. It's enough. These are gonna get us in the country.
Where'd you get all those ones?
That's what I don't know.
This is fine. We have no extra change or anything. It's fine. It's just everything's gonna be fine. After an amazing week in Bali here, over and over, basically. Let's get ready to rumble. It is a good calf stretch on this. You can kind of do the Michael Jackson thing, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, but
It's
if I
under-
take that, are you
That's
sure
okay,
that
it's my
isn't gonna...
pinky. There you go. It's like Tetris.
Right, this
It's
is
like
for-
Jenga.
What about this?
Oh, thank you. Hi, kitty. What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.